It's coffee. It's comics. It's music. It's Nerds on Coffee.
Are you comfy?
Yeah, this is a good one.
Is this good for you? Because it's good for me.
I'm just taking photos of me behind a mic for Alexis.
Oh, cool.
Are we recording?
Yeah, I've got all that.
Welcome.
I'm not editing any of that
I
out.
love it. I don't want you to. I want the intro to be a soft open like that.
Yeah, you
It's
know.
like, and welcome to Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Mark Maron's really good about that. Whenever he has guests on, he just has all his shit recording before they even get there, and they just walk in and they just start talking, and he never lets them know. Like,
That's amazing.
He just does it. It's fucking great.
Is there anything that's like really fucked?
I don't know. I haven't listened to a ton of.
I'm
his
sure he probably
podcasts.
cuts those. Like if someone's racist, that's instantly where my mind goes with that. It's like I can't like
they didn't know you were
They didn't know, and they
so
just said
it's
some
like,
fucked up shit.
That's funny.
So guys, how you doing? You're gonna hear this way before we air the Thor 1 play-by-play movie commentary podcast, but time-wise, we just recorded it, so our asses hurt so much because Kyle still hasn't replaced his shitty fucking futon.
You know what? I was riding my bike earlier today, and I rode by a spot in Burbank where I went and got my bike tuned up today and got some new tires, and there's like a custom foam shop there.
And
so
I
was like,
could save it a little bit.
I was like, maybe I could just get them to make just measure and be like, make me a new cushion, please, and then just fucking Velcro it on or something.
Yeah, I mean the frame I don't think is broken, right?
Oh no, it's fine. It's just a shitty cheap futon.
Yeah.
Like the springs are just going out. It's just you know what I mean.
That's not a bad idea. I
mean, look at the back compared to the bottom.
Right, that's how you know. The back's fine. It's just the bottom. Really,
it's awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it is awful. But
I've been known to take naps on that futon.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Because your ass is so heavy.
Yeah.
That's why it dips some places.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're just a fat fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You're not fat.
Yeah.
You're actually really skinny. You look like you look good. You look like
Thanks.
You've been losing weight.
I am losing weight. I've been working. I set a goal to go to the gym and exercise every day.
Right. How's that been going?
It's been going good. The reason why I set my workout routine to be something that that for now can be an easy habit for me to get into to motivate me to continue to keep it up. Because I didn't want to start with some overly ambitious workout that takes 2 fucking hours and I'm pumping all this weight. Because I don't really want to bulk up. I actually want to kind of trim down and just get healthier. And so I set, I run. And I bike to the gym, and then I run when I get there.
How long?
I run a mile, and then I bike another 2 miles on the one where you sit down and your legs are flat in front of you. So I bike there, I stretch, I run a mile, I bike another 2 miles, and then I do some arm stations, and then some ab and core stations, and then I stretch again, and then I get out.
You don't lift at all?
No. I mean, I do on machines. I don't do free weights, but
Totally.
I do weight resistance on machines.
I love it.
But yeah, it keeps it easy. I'm in and out in under an hour, and I ride back. My heart rate's up above 140, 150 the whole time, and it's a good workout. I feel like I've worked out, and I've got I'm starting to get to where I feel like things are getting easier, and so I'm starting to add a couple things, add sets, add reps and stuff like that. And so because I'm not moving a lot of weight, I'm focusing more on reps and consistency because I just want to kind of lean up a little bit.
Well, that's what I do love a good heavy lift all the time, but I also, me and Alexis count our workouts not necessarily for the point of view of trying to get great, amazing, heart-pounding workouts in every day.
Yeah.
But for the validation and the feedback of something is better than nothing.
Exactly.
And so today, I didn't have much time to work out, but a workout counts as a workout. So I went outside and did a 15-minute, 1.5-mile run and 100 push-ups.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Dude, just something, man.
Something is better than nothing.
Yeah, and that's what...
The problem is you get into that routine where you're like, I just don't have enough time today, so I'm not going to do anything.
Exactly.
And then you do that for a month, and then you become a fat fuck.
Oh, for sure. Well, and I've been pretty open on social media about my bullet journaling that I'm doing in terms of kind of keeping track of my habits and stuff. And my goal that I set for now was to just at least every day exercise for 30 minutes, just to do something for half an hour a day.
I love it.
And coming from, the better part of a decade of having not worked out or exercised or even really taken in consideration healthy eating habits whatsoever, that's a good improvement. And my wife obviously is a registered dietitian and fitness instructor. And so she's
she tries to whip you.
No, she's like, I think that's a good goal to start with. I mean, studies have shown that at least half an hour
Has
of
she
exercise a
fat-shamed
day.
you?
No,
Never.
no. I mean, jokingly, but it's never. But I also.
But she's dead serious
But
when
you
she's
also
joking.
like you also can't hurt my feelings, and so like I'm a middle
you think
class.
that's like her?
I'm a
Like,
middle class Christian straight white man. There's nothing you can say to me that'll bring me down. Like not a fucking thing. And that's honestly me not being like
I think I know
prejudicial.
one thing.
It's just that's just
I think I know
society.
one thing.
Yeah.
I think if you met somebody who actually fully believed in flat Earth, it would bring you down a little bit.
Yeah, to date I've never met anyone that I know of
That like
that's
really
a flat
believe-
earther.
I feel like if you met that person, it would like hurt your soul.
I bet people that cut me off in traffic are fucking flat earthers.
Dude, I had a guy. Oh my god! So I'm in the car with Corey the other day. We're going on a hike.
Yeah.
This dude cuts us off, like completely cuts us off to turn right, like on oncoming traffic, not at a stoplight, like a mid in between light, like street. So cuts us off, and I just throw my hands up in the car and go, "What are you doing, man?" Right? That's all I do.
Yeah,
I'm not cursing him. I was like,
Right, you just give
I
him
say,
the like,
"What are
what's
you
up,
doing?"
dude? Like, yeah.
Dude throws a cup at us,
Wait, what kind of cup?
like a plastic
Like just
solo
like a
cup.
plastic fucking.
like dude turning from in his car like slow motion throws it like it's gonna hurt me.
Well,
I start
also it's
screaming at us,
probably
like,
not.
and then he starts screaming like, "Come over and fight me, you bitch!"
This is some pretty strong words coming from a dude who threw something that wind can make not reach you. Like, what
oh
the
my
hell?
god! And I'm just looking at Corey and I'm like, from all the touring I've done, I just understand that he really has a shitty life.
Totally.
You know?
Dude, yeah,
like-
traveling will make you understand that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So like
and touring too, but
the only I'm a pretty rageful person in general.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm only rageful driving now. I'm not rageful in person anymore.
Yeah, same.
Because I've traveled so much, 36 countries and 200 shows, I believe it's at, and I'm just like, if you have enough energy to get that mad, your life sucks.
yeah, I go like fucking 0 to 100 in like 3 milliseconds when I'm in the car.
100%.
Like with my anger and just shit, because I definitely think the whole like
I love the "What are you doing, man?"
like, what are you doing? Like, I give people this all the time. Like, I look at them and I throw my arms up and I throw a "what the fuck" out at them. Like, I go straight for the "what the fuck," and yeah, I definitely think the idea that you are more aggressive in your car because you're like boxed in and like you think that like nothing can happen to you. It's like I definitely think that holds true in my situation too, because like actually I don't know, I get pretty verbal with people if I'm upset with them.
I'm just more in it because I'm like, I will play roller derby with you.
Oh, 1,000%.
And I know you're all talk.
Oh, 100%.
That's why I get so angry because I'm like, I was like, dude, if I slammed on my gas right now and hit you once, you would be shitting your pants. And all I would do is go in reverse and hit you again. So, like, let's just be cordial. There's no reason for you to be an idiot.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Because we were in the streets the other day in New York, and we were with my dad, and this dude elbows me hard. Like, just like running past me, elbows me, and I just start laughing. And my dad is like trying to like tell the guy to apologize and shit. Because my dad's like, that's like
there's
that.
just no point.
And I look at him, I'm like, Dad, you gotta understand, a guy like that has such a shitty life that that's the most exciting moment of his day.
Honestly, though, too, like that guy might not even like consciously acknowledge that he did that.
No, he did.
Oh, he
because
just,
like I
like-
looked at him, I was like, no, nothing, like no, sorry, and he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, well, actually, fuck you, because everything in your life is shitty.
Right, and then my dad's
know
like,
it.
how do you stay so calm in those situations? I'm like, because you have to understand the amount that I've worked out in my life. If this guy threw a punch at me, he would be the one going home in the hospital.
Yeah. Like,
Right?
I'm not going to go to jail because
No.
he's an asshole.
No, you just gotta laugh it off. But I'm definitely become that person where it's like the strongest man in the room never wants to start a fight.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I used to not realize the power, and then I started quantifying it by doing like 10 sets of 10 at 225 bench. And I was like, that's not normal.
That's a lot of weight.
It is. And now I realize that like if someone threw a punch at me and I saw red, I could probably kill them. And
Yeah.
that scares me a little.
I think most bigger dudes could. You know, I mean, that's just the.
No,
that's
it's
just like-
only me.
It's only
It's
you.
only No, you're right. It is
Yeah.
most bigger dudes for sure. But I would get worried because I'd say the only things that would really get me is like if someone like attacked Alexis, I'd probably just kill them.
Oh, dude, I'm the same way.
Yeah, you don't
Like
touch the family.
I will tolerate a lot more coming at me than I will at like my family. you
Yeah,
know, or something, like-
yeah. If that's the line. That's when I just take one of your guitars and I'm just like going
Smash.
Donnie the Bear Judanowitz, happy Hanukkah.
He's going yard.
Yeah, such a good movie.
Oh, it's so great.
That's like the best scene in any movie.
It's really, really
Is it
good.
Tarantino?
Yeah,
It is, right?
Glorious Bastards. Huh?
Oh, that scene is just so good. It's like happy fucking Hanukkah.
Yeah. It's so great. I love it. I love whenever he's also Brad Pitt's character, Lieutenant Aldo Raine.
Oh, it's so good.
So he's asking the Nazi commander, he's like, you know what he does? He's like, he bashes their head in with a club. And he's like, he beats their head in with a fucking baseball bat is what he does. It's like, oh, it's so
Yeah,
great.
he just needs to say it again.
Yeah, he just needs to say it. It's like the way that guy described it just wasn't good enough.
Did you see?
I love that
Did you
movie.
see the preview for Tarantino's new movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, but I've read about it. I haven't seen it yet.
dude, it's star-studded cast.
Really?
Yeah, it's Pitt, it's DiCaprio, it's Maggie Robbins.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I need to see the preview.
it looks gangster.
Okay, I'm glad. I think because I had some I don't want to say I had issues with the Hateful Eight because that sounds wrong.
It was
'Cause,
okay.
I really, really enjoyed the Hateful Eight, but to me,
There's a lot of movies that came out in that time. There was like the Hateful Six or like the Magnificent Eight or whatever.
Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, there's just so
yeah.
many number movies. Like all these shits suck.
Well, the Magnificent Seven is actually a classic, and you're also thinking of the Netflix Adam Sandler shitty comedy with the Ridiculous Six.
Yes, there's just too many
Which is- yeah,
sixes
the
and eights.
Hateful Eight.
I was like, none of these movies matter now.
Yeah, no, totally. But I really liked the Hateful Eight.
I don't even know what it's about.
Overall, thought it was good. You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Did you see Pulp Fiction? No. Reservoir Dogs. Did you see
Yes,
Reservoir?
of course.
Well, both of them, obviously.
yes, both.
If you haven't seen any of those movies, you need to get your fucking life together.
If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, I can almost understand because like it is hard to watch if you're not like into that
it's
style.
a pretty involved movie.
But if you don't,
Yeah.
if you've never seen Reservoir Dogs, like what are you doing?
I thought Hateful Eight on paper, from the top down in terms of plot and character development, was basically Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, really?
Because you have a group of people. Again, you should know by now we go real heavy into spoilers here, and so. But also, if you haven't seen the Hateful Eight by now, you don't want to see it, so you don't care anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. So tell me.
Like basically,
Give me the Spuck notes. I want to learn about it though.
Premise of Reservoir Dogs and Hateful Eight, based on how I understood them and in my opinion, is you have a group of people and you are telling a story that involves all of these people piece by piece through each character's different perspective one at a time, and at the end it ties everything together as to why these characters are related. Like, to me, that's basically like both of those movies, because that's essentially Reservoir Dogs. It's
And
essentially
what's the
Hateful
actual
Eight.
story arc for Hateful Eight?
Hateful Eight is you have guy is transporting a criminal, and there's a snowstorm. They stop in this cabin, and then all these other characters also are getting caught in the snowstorm, and then they are all in this cabin together, and kind of shit hits the fan. A lot of things ensue. They find out motives and intentions of why people are really there, kind of where they're going, what they're doing, things like that. And so it's a good drama. Like, it's a good movie. I actually met Bruce Dern when they just wrapped shooting Hateful Eight, and
Really?
like he talked to me about like being on set. They were on set for 137 days,
No way.
like on location for 137 days. That's insane to me. And so
I mean, that's nowhere near the what was it? 3 years that they used to film the Lord of the Rings movies.
yeah, I mean it's a long time to be
a
on set though.
long time.
I mean, to put it in perspective, to prepare for a tour, I have to go to like, SIR or,
For like a week.
for
Right?
like a week, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be in rehearsals for a week. Like, no way is that gonna happen. But no, Hateful Eight's really good. You should check it out. And also you should check out Reservoir Dogs, like if you haven't seen it. Like,
Another new movie that I just found on Netflix is How It Ends.
oh, I've been seeing ads for that. I haven't seen it yet.
It's an apocalyptic movie. Mm-hmm. Right, can I spoil it a little bit?
Sure, yeah.
So, what I really like about it is that it takes a completely new take on the point of view, the vantage point for an apocalypse movie. Most, if not all, apocalypse movies, high budget, low budget, etc., are from the point of view of the government entity or the military, and like
Right.
what the fallout is going to be
Sure.
from this apocalyptic disaster. This movie just follows a regular random family on their road to perdition, basically, for salvation, and what happens and their own personal trials and tribulations as the world's burning around them. So it like hyper focuses on a very specific storyline, but there's a much bigger thing happening around it.
Gotcha. That's
Which I
cool.
think is really cool.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot around lately. And I just still refuse to watch anything other than The Office for the 9th time in a row. Like, it just
You've watched The
Can't
Office
do.
that many times.
probably, yeah. I have at least watched The Office all the way through from start to finish. Not kidding, at least 5 times.
Have you watched Lost?
No, not once.
Why not?
I just didn't really
You
like.
watched episode 1?
It didn't like suck me in. I just didn't really feel.
You watched
like,
episode
drawn.
1?
No,
But how do you know it doesn't suck you in?
like
Why don't you watch episode 1 for me?
I can like read a menu
No.
at a
Watch
restaurant,
episode 1.
and no, I don't want to eat there.
I don't agree. I know your taste. I think you're gonna love it.
I'm not disputing that I would have like a good time watching it. It just like at this point, I don't really want to get into like new shows right now, and especially like involved
You're
shows.
technically
Like
not getting
I
into
just
a new
don't.
show. You're getting into an old show.
it's new to me.
Ba, ba, ba.
It's new to me.
I think you'd really like it.
I probably would. I still haven't watched Breaking Bad
I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
because I know I would love it
No,
to the
I-
point
I-
to where I would derail
I
my
watched-
life. I would binge it. Like,
I've watched episodes, and I don't like it. That's actually, you just made an amazing point. That would be a sick app or feature for Netflix, is like binge control. Like if you started a new series and you're like, hey, don't let me watch more than 3 of these a week.
right.
Like if there's some like way that it could.
You could probably set that up through the screen time function on your iPhone and set a usage parameter for Netflix to like only
But that doesn't work because
only
maybe
give
I
you
want
like
to
an
watch
hour,
other shit.
like give you an hour a day or something like that.
That's still 7 episodes a week.
Yeah, but you're peppering it throughout your day.
Nah, I don't.
throughout your
I
week,
think
though.
I think that's a crude solution.
I think this is the only one we have right now, though.
Right, but we should build it. That's a fucking sick solution.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean,
that's
let's just put like $10,000 in app development and hire a team.
no, but I think that's a cool idea. Like there should be like a binge gate,
Binge gate. Yeah.
right? No, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think how that would work because like you would. I mean, would you tell it like what show you're watching?
Yeah, exactly. So like the way that would work is like, hey, I'm starting Lost. There's 7 seasons. Don't let me fucking watch 120 episodes in the next 30 days. Only
Yeah.
let me stream. Like it should be. There should be like a button that says, hey, I want to be able to stream no more than 3 of these a week.
Right.
And then like at the end of the
Give
third.
yourself something to look forward to.
Yeah, at the end of the 3rd episode says, hey, and then you try to stream episode 4. It's like, hey, this functionality has been disabled until X date.
Mm-hmm.
It would be super simple, actually, to build. I mean, it's more of a function than an app
Sure.
for the company, but I think that could be a game changer. Mind you, it's counterintuitive to Netflix's prerogative to keep you on the platform.
Oh, for sure. They wouldn't endorse something like that because you're now limiting access to what they're trying to sell you.
But see, I also don't know if that's limiting. I think that Netflix's biggest problem is that they don't understand 1 + 1 can equal 100 if they focus on making Netflix a work-life balance, right? I think it's getting a negative connotation because everyone's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get sucked into a Netflix hole," right?
It still doesn't stop people though.
No, but I mean, they're
They don't give a shit though.
yet.
But they don't give a shit right now because to them, it's still a binary issue for them. It's like you either are streaming on Netflix or you aren't. You know,
They're
and
also
so it's
minus $8 billion right now.
from last year.
Just in general,
Or
like
just,
that's the
they're
market.
just down.
Yeah.
Like
No, their like profit loss is like minus $8 billion after costs.
that's
They're
just
burning
insane.
$8 billion a year.
How do you spend that much fucking money?
Well, the problem is spending the money is not a problem, but it's a problem when you're making $440 million a month. When you're burning that much money
Yeah.
with that high of a revenue, from a business standpoint, from a pop culture standpoint, it's cool, right? It's a cool thing. From a business standpoint, I don't understand how it survives.
yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, and then I know you didn't really read much into this, but Apple released Apple released Apple TV Plus today.
Yeah.
Which is basically, it's more of a competitor to Amazon than it is to Netflix because you can also hub it and buy like your HBO subscription and put in there like Prime lets you.
Gotcha.
And you can also rent movies still like Prime lets you, but you also have
Because
original
it's
content.
essentially like looping in the function of like the iTunes marketplace and store.
Exactly.
And so it's like
But-
it's not really a direct competitor to Netflix, like you
But
said.
it is a direct competitor to Amazon.
Yeah.
But they have a partnership right now. I don't know to the extent, but when they were announcing it, they were showing some of Amazon's original content. And I think it's one of those situations where Amazon and Apple looked at each other and said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Oh yeah,
And they were like, let's fuck up Netflix.
which is not going to happen.
Well, I think.
I don't know.
I think that
Disney's about to pull all their content,
Well,
and that's going to be a
no, I think Netflix is dead.
huge nail in the
I
coffin.
think Netflix is dead. I think the writing's on the wall. When I say dead, I don't mean dead today or tomorrow. I mean in 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a sustainable long-term company anymore.
Yeah.
And
Well, they
I-
haven't evolved. In the right way. Them evolution means more original content, and that's not what we're talking about.
no, not when you have platforms like Apple that are like, here's a phone, here's a music platform, here's a video platform, and then Amazon says, hey, here's a lifestyle, everything you ever need ever in life platform, music and movies.
Yep.
Then Disney's gonna come along and be like, we're fucking Disney, and then
Right, they're not going anywhere.
they're not going anywhere. Well, I'm actually remember early in one of our first episodes, I made the prediction that I think Amazon was going to buy Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I now, because of today's announcement from Apple, pivot that to saying Disney is going to buy Spotify because Disney is now going to want to compete with Apple and Amazon, and they'll be able to compete with them if they had a music component to their platform.
That's true.
So I now think that Amazon will just try to evolve their music streaming platform, and Disney's going to come. Disney has no problem spending money. They just spent $73 billion on 20th Century Fox.
Oh yeah,
Right?
they're-
Their Trevor Trove is so big it doesn't even matter.
yeah.
But I think Disney is going to, in a couple of years, as their original content starts to really thrive, be like, how do we really fuck shit up?
Well, but even then, it's just Disney right now is still in terms of like their streaming platform, not in terms of them as an entity, just in terms of viewing Disney Plus, it's still just Netflix with more horsepower. The model is not different though, and so by them acquiring Spotify, it's a small step in the right direction. But ultimately, like where you're going to thrive and where these platforms are absolutely going to get a foothold for like the long term in terms of actually being able to like maintain a user base and grow and absolutely stay relevant is having an ecosystem, like you said, like we were talking about.
100%.
And so it's like Amazon, Apple's doing it now. It's like, hey, we have a phone. You buy a phone. Probably sometime in the future, you're going to be able to buy a phone.
If you don't buy a phone, fuck you.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a point to where you buy an iPhone, you get a free subscription to Apple, whatever the fuck, and then it's got everything in it, and you can upcharge, like you can upgrade if you want. And it's like literally, I bought my iPhone and then already downloaded onto my iPhone as soon as I log in with my Apple ID. Everything is there: music, movies, TV shows, audio books, anything I want to buy,
I agree.
it's there.
It's going to already be there. I think
Longevity is in like expanding from a tech platform and expanding from like an ecosystem that you're building.
100%.
Not just content.
I agree, but I do think Disney Plus is going to attack content in a way that no other platform has ever attacked. And what I think they're going to do is, I think they're going to take the MCU movie model and translate it to all of their IPs, which includes Illumination, Pixar, Lucasfilms,
Yeah.
Disney Classics, and Marvel, and do something to the extent of, hey, on Disney Plus, there's going to be all these ancillary dope stories about Loki, Scarlet Witch, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And then you can go to the theaters and watch the movie. And they're going to do that with all the platforms, with
Yeah.
all of the IP. And that is a content play that nobody's doing.
No one's done that.
So it's going to be like, hey, let's go watch this this series about Boba Fett, and then let's go watch the series about Han Solo, and then sick, both those characters are in the new Star Wars movie that we have to go to the theater to watch.
Right.
You know? And I think that is... And then they're going to do that and press replay on every IP they own, and then create these, like... basically create these grand slam situations where they're hitting singles constantly at home, and then once a month, twice a month, there's grand slams waiting for them at the movie theater. So not only are you going to be getting Disney's rumored to be coming at $5.99 a month to just fuck everyone up and undercut everyone.
Yeah.
So not only is Disney going to have 30, 40, 50, maybe 60 million subscribers paying them $6 a month, but then they're going to be like, cool, every time we put out a movie, we're also going to make $1 billion.
Exactly.
That's
because
going to fuck shit up.
Disney Plus is also going to be an extension of their own marketing for platforms that they're putting out on the big screen. You know, and it's also like wrapped up in the circular universe of like their theme parks and all of their merchandise and like like Disney is such a massive entity at this point. Like I don't think.
I mean, are they gonna end up putting ESPN on this platform?
I don't know, man.
Because
like,
Disney owns ESPN.
Yeah, they own so much shit.
Do they
people
own
don't know.
NBC?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a fact check real quick.
Not sure.
Does Disney own NBC? Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what other networks they own.
They own Fox now.
Yeah.
Let's see what else they own. Oh my god. Your Wi-Fi is crushing me.
Sorry.
Oh wow. No. NBC Universal is its own conglomerate. And
Okay.
NBC, wow. This is just as fucked as Disney. Listen to this. DreamWorks is DreamWorks owned by Disney? Answer is no. Universal Studios and DreamWorks are both owned by a mega media conglomerate called NBC Universal, which in turn is owned by Comcast.
Oh my god. Fuck Comcast. Like
What?
Yeah.
What? That's fucking ridiculous. But I am clicking a link right now that says every company Disney owns a map of Disney's world, so I'm pretty excited right now. Holy shit.
That's awesome.
So it's a map of Disney ears. And
It's the Mickey Mouse ears
right.
in a map.
So you got the Fox Entertainment Group, which is National Geographic, Fox Sports, 20th Century Fox, something called Sky. I don't know what the fuck that is. FX, and then there's a fuck ton of studios under 20th Century Fox. We're not even get into that. Then you have Disney Music Group, Disney Theatrical Group, Disney. It was ABC is owned by
ABC.
Disney, not NBC. ABC Disney is one company. Then you got ESPN. Then you have Disney Studios. Then you have Steamboat Ventures, which includes the ownership of GoPro.
God, they own so much.
Then they have Disney Direct to Consumer, which includes Hulu.
Do they own Hulu now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's gonna be interesting to see if the Hulu platform suffers when Disney Plus launches.
No, they're gonna fold it in to Disney Plus for sure.
Oh yeah.
100%. Yeah, no, I mean this map is the most outrageous thing.
Do you think you're gonna get grandfathered into a Disney Plus membership if you already have an existing Hulu membership?
Definitely not.
That sucks.
Oh, they're gonna fuck you up for sure. They're gonna be like, "Fuck you."
Like Hulu's not a thing anymore. Here you go.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll be interesting. I take that back. I think it completely depends on how they fold it in. If they keep Hulu as like a quote unquote app with the branding inside Disney Plus, then there'll probably be some sort of pay.
There might be a thing to where be like existing Hulu customers can experience the first like 3 months, with this, but then after that you'll be given the choice to switch over to our new price model or something.
I think that's probably a really
that's probably the
accurate.
like most transitional way to do it. Because then you kind of like Trojan horse people into having memberships with Disney Plus and being like, hey, you're fine for now. And there's going to be just long enough to where you kind of forget about it. And then you're going to wake up one day and be like, oh, fuck, I'm halfway through, Scrubs. You know what I mean? Like
I need it.
I
I need
to
my
finish.
heroin.
Like, exactly. That's how you do it.
I am so excited and also horrified to see how society reacts to Disney Plus. I think it could like start some like mind control shit. I think that they not like, what am I trying to say? You have other companies like Universal have some amazing properties. You have Warner that has some amazing properties. But Disney literally owns every major pop culture brand, period.
Yeah.
Full stop. You have Indiana Jones. You have Star Wars. You have all Marvel properties. You have Disney classics, Lion King, Mulan, Aladdin,
Pixar.
etc.
You got Pixar. Yeah.
Illumination. You're like, what?
But yeah,
Like, everyone else is fucked.
pretty much. Yeah, if they wanted to, they could start peppering their own subliminal messages into all of their content.
That's what I'm saying.
All of it.
Kill Trump in every piece of content.
That's cool.
Someone goes murders him.
Yeah. How that hasn't happened, not that I'm endorsing this, but just how
I
that
am not endorsing the assassination of our president any way, shape, or form, but it is wild that
fact that it hasn't even like that's unbelievable. to me.
or do you think he has enough hubris that like if it was attempted, he was like, I don't want it out?
I don't know. No, he's not. He's not that coy.
Do you think it would be
arrogant.
more like someone
he's arrogant enough?
somebody just tried to kill me and I stopped him?
100%. He's arrogant enough to where he would put it on blast immediately. Probably he wouldn't even have a meeting with his cabinet about it beforehand.
He'd just be like, I just tried to get killed. And
he
I
would just go on
survived
fucking
it.
TV and be like, they tried to kill me. You can never kill me. I will live forever. It's like, oh my God. How are you even a human, you fucking orange barbarian?
What do you think
Fuck
about
you.
the no collusion?
I mean, Mueller did his due diligence, and if you were on his side, you have to respect the outcome, But, just because he didn't find anything doesn't mean that Trump still isn't, like, doing shady shit. It's just, based on what he was granted access to and what he had available to work with, he didn't find any evidence, and now that might mean it's conclusive. It might mean that it's, circumstantial. It might mean that it's, for now, I don't know. I haven't read the full report. Honestly, I could not give two fucks about it because the way I believe is like whatever is happening with our country and our government is happening regardless of whether I know it or not, and it's not going to change. That's kind of how I feel about politics in general. It's like, which is why I'm not a very political person.
Why are you not a political person?
I just don't think that anything I do as a private citizen at this point in our society matters anymore in the scope of our national and federal government.
So I'm very mixed on that because in obvious respects, I totally understand. But let's say there are 1 in every 100 people that are well educated, well cultured, and have a good head on their shoulders, like you. I think that's a fair number, 1 in 100, that say the same thing you just said. That's 3 million people that don't necessarily do something that could do something.
Yeah, you're right. 3 million. Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily saying that there is anything that the 3 million of you guys could do, but I think that is how Trump gets elected.
It's exactly how Trump gets elected, but the number of people that are opting out of the system that you just described is also way higher than that. Like the percentage is way more.
Right. So,
Like-
so imagine if it was 20 people out of every 100.
It probably is.
Right.
It probably is, to be honest with you. Like I mean, what's 20% of 350 million was
20% of that is
20,
62
30 million,
62.5 million.
Yeah, 60 something million. Like, yeah, so it's like there's probably a lot of fucking people who don't vote in this country. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no, there are. I think there's only 100 million people that voted last election, right?
yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, of people that are available to vote, and so that's also a skewed statistic. You can't just take in the national population and say like everyone, like, because a lot of those people are children. Not a lot of those people have voter registration cards. Some of them are immigrants. You know what I mean? So it's like of the voting pool, you now have to take into consideration how many people are not voting who are eligible to vote. You know, it's the same logic as the carpool thing. I read an article a long time ago about a woman. It was less an article than a headline, but this lady got pulled over and got a ticket for driving the carpool lane. Cop pulled over, gave her a ticket, and she went to court and fought the ticket because she had her daughter in the back seat and said, like, I'm not alone. Like, my daughter's in the car. Like, I shouldn't have to pay this ticket because my daughter's in the car. And immediately most people were like, oh yeah, she shouldn't have gotten a ticket. That's fucking bullshit. And then my first reaction was like, this stupid fucking bitch really thinks that she's doing society a favor by driving in the carpool lane when having someone who isn't even eligible to have a license anyway. She's already not going to drive. You mean like your 9-year-old daughter is going to like drive her truck to school if you're not going to put her in the fucking back seat? Like, carpool lane is only reserved for people who would otherwise be driving their own car.
Is that really the law?
That's not the law, but should be the logic.
So she didn't have to pay the ticket.
No, she was legally in the right, but I disagree. I disagree fundamentally because
Interesting.
Because by that logic, my 2-year-old fucking counts. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't even not even eligible for a license for another 14 years. Like, do you mean to tell me that, like,
I think about it.
It's not a carpool if the people in your car wouldn't already be driving their own car, or even have that option legally. Like,
so my devil's advocate on that is if you're thinking that deeply about it, you deserve to be in the carpool lane.
Oh, I drive in the car. I drive in the carpool lane alone all the time.
My buddy got a ticket last night for that.
Oh, I know. I've been playing fucking roulette with that.
Do you get pulled over?
Never have. In like 5 years. I'm really lucky. I'm flirting with an aggressive line. You know, one time I had one of my guitar cases with me and I put it in the front seat. And it was at night and I put a hat on it. And
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. That's got to be like fraud if they pull you over.
Oh, it's a way bigger ticket. It's a way fucking bigger ticket. Like, massive ticket. But
you could just be like, sir, I paid more for this guitar than that kid's college education. So, I'm sitting in the car. I mean, I feel like a cop in that situation might actually let you go if that was your response.
I applaud your effort.
It was like, dude, that guitar is worth more than my unborn child's college education. I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
He might be like, really?
He'd be like, really?
And you're like, I'll show you the papers of the guitar.
I'll show you, man.
And he'll be like, if that guitar is worth that much, you can leave.
That's funny. I've definitely had some like funny interactions with cops.
What's your funniest interaction?
Well, I don't know if funniest. To me, it's funny, but I got a ticket. More often than not, I got tickets.
By the way, real quick, only 57% of eligible voters voted in 2016.
Yeah, there you go. I'm one of the 43%.
And so am I, FYI.
Yeah, I don't vote
Spoiler
anymore.
alert.
Yeah, I don't even at this point.
Yeah, I'm hypocritical by saying what I said to you.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I'm not. I exist in my own pool of people I was defending.
But I will say this: if they get rid of the Electoral College, like they say they might, I'll vote again. I don't vote because my vote doesn't count in a blue state.
Well, because of the Electoral College.
Exactly.
100%.
If it was a popular vote, I would reconsider my stance.
For sure. Well, because then it is a real number.
Right.
At that point, it is like a system based off of a very simple calculus of 1 in, 1 out. We will add this up, and this number is bigger than this number, so here's the result.
Because I live in
a
state where my views are 90% of the people. So
Exactly.
I don't need to vote to know that my views are going to be heard.
1,000%, 1,000%.
But if my vote now matters for the whole nation, that's a whole nother situation.
That's very different. But even with the disbanding of the Electoral College, like, you still have independent state governments that are going to like write in their own legislation and like make laws dependent on what's beneficial for their state.
Right, but
so
for
just
the
because
presidential election,
for the presidential election for sure. But I mean, what president has like
Trump.
nationally? Well, yeah, arguably though. Arguably,
What do you mean?
my life hasn't really changed very much since Trump has
Oh,
been
I
in
thought you were going
office.
to say what president lost the popular vote and won the.
Oh, absolutely. Fuck that guy. Of course he lost the
3
popular
million.
vote. Yeah, of course he lost the popular vote. But
You're saying like how has your life changed?
my life hasn't really changed that much. But I also exist in a group of people that Trump historically represents. And so whether I align myself with his beliefs or not, it doesn't matter to me. Like my life hasn't really changed. My life didn't really change whenever Obama got elected. Like
That's true.
My life hasn't. My life doesn't really change when presidents get elected. I don't care.
That's a valid point. What are we at time wise?
40 minutes.
I think we should wrap it because Matt just got here.
Oh yeah, we got a guest coming
We
in.
have a guest. We're doing another podcast. This was a fun little short one. We want to get something in for you guys.
We just like cut such a serious conversation off.
I know. I kind of don't want to cut it.
We should bring it back up on the next episode with Matt and give people a reason to listen.
Ooh, I like that. So we'll start with Matt. We'll just go full tilt.
Be like, hey, are you a registered voter? No.
Boom! I love it. That's how we're going to start it
You're
with Matt.
in the club.
So we're going to start that with Matt. So that means that this episode, this is more for Joyce when you're listening. Make sure you schedule this one.
Our executive producer. Yeah.
Please schedule this one before Matt's podcast
That's
in the same week.
Amazing. That's amazing. All right, guys.